Welcome back to the Anh English. Today, I'd love to share with you some stories that are not only fascinating, but also full of surprises. Each moment might make you smile and keep you hooked. Alright, let's begin with our first story, at the zoo. I still vividly remember the excitement every time I got to visit the zoo as a child. It was not just a fun trip, but also a journey to explore the fascinating world of animals. Today, I have the opportunity to visit the zoo again with my close friends, and I can't hide my excitement. Right from the entrance, I can hear birds chirping melodiously, the deep rumble of elephants, and in the distance, the powerful roar of a lion. With my first steps inside, I enter a whole new world, where wild animals come to life before my eyes. Majestic giraffes with their long necks, adorable pandas munching on bamboo, and ostriches striding powerfully across the ground. This visit is sure to bring many exciting surprises. Are you ready? Let's embark on this zoo adventure together. Stepping into the zoo, I felt like I had entered a different world, a place where humans and nature harmonize, where I could see with my own eyes the animals I had only read about in books. We started our tour in the ostrich area. These towering birds stood proudly, their large round eyes curiously observing us. "They're so tall," one of my friends exclaimed. Indeed, with a height of up to 2.7 meters, ostriches are among the largest birds in the world. Interestingly, despite having wings, they cannot fly. Instead, their strong legs allow them to run at astonishing speeds, up to 70 km/h. Moving on, we arrived at the elephant area. The massive creatures walked slowly, their ears flapping in rhythm. Our guide smiled and said, "Elephants are not only large animals, but also highly intelligent. They can learn, have excellent memory, and most importantly, they can feel emotions." Curious, I asked, "If a baby elephant gets injured, would its family help?" The guide nodded. "Of course. Elephants live in herds and are very united. When one is in danger, the whole herd will protect it." I felt warm inside, knowing that even in the harsh wilderness, strong bonds like these exist. Right next to us were graceful giraffes, slowly moving with their long necks stretching toward the sky. I chuckled when I heard an interesting fact. Despite their long necks, giraffes can't easily lower their heads to drink water. Instead, they have to spread their legs wide to reach the ground, an image both funny and adorable. I was surprised to learn that they don't need to drink water every day like humans, as they can absorb moisture from leaves and food. In the distance, a panda was eagerly chewing on bamboo. It turns out that pandas can spend up to 3 to 4 hours a day just eating. But what surprised me the most was when the guide said, "Did you know? When pandas are born, they are pink and very tiny." I couldn't imagine that such a large and adorable bear had once been so small and fragile. We then arrived at the lion's habitat, where a majestic lion stood atop a rock, its golden eyes gleaming under the sunlight. Curious, I asked, "Why are lions called the kings of all animals?" The guide replied, "Because they are powerful and fearless, never hesitating to face any other animal, but they are also intelligent and live in prides." As I gazed at the lion, I could feel its strength and authority, a true king of nature. As I walked away from the zoo, I felt a deep sense of appreciation for the incredible diversity of life on our planet. Every animal I had encountered that day left a lasting impression on me. The majestic lion, standing proudly atop its rock, symbolized strength and leadership. The gentle giraffe, with its graceful movements and towering height, embodied elegance and resilience. The intelligent and emotional elephants showed me the power of family and unity, while the playful panda reminded me of the innocence and joy that nature offers. Even the ostriches, unable to fly, yet blessed with incredible speed, proved that every creature has its own unique strengths and adaptations. It was a humbling experience to see these animals up close, to observe their behaviors, and to learn about their lives beyond what I had read in books. They are more than just creatures living in the wild. They are essential parts of the natural balance, each playing a crucial role in their ecosystems. Unfortunately, many of these species face threats from habitat destruction, climate change, and poaching. Seeing them in a protected environment made me realize how important it is for humans to take responsibility for the preservation of wildlife. Nature is a delicate masterpiece, one that has taken millions of years to shape, and yet it can be altered or destroyed in the blink of an eye by human actions. As I stepped out of the zoo, I made a silent promise to myself to be more mindful of the environment, to appreciate and respect the creatures that share this world with us, and to do my part, no matter how small, in ensuring that future generations can continue to marvel at the beauty of the wild. Because in the end, protecting nature is not just about saving animals. It is about preserving the very essence of life itself. Now, let's move on to our next exciting story, a fun day at school. Every morning, I wake up early and get ready for school. I put on my uniform, pack my backpack, and head to the bus stop. The school bus arrives, and I hop on with my friends. We chat and laugh on the way to school. When I arrive, I put my backpack in my locker and walk to my classroom. My school is big. It has many classrooms, a library full of books, a playground to run and play, and a cafeteria where we eat lunch. At 8:30, the bell rings, and it's time for class. My teacher, Mrs. Norris, welcomes us with a smile and says, "Good morning, class. Today will be exciting. We have English, science, math, and PE. I can't wait to learn new things and have fun with my friends." Our first class is English. Mrs. Norris takes attendance and checks who is here today. She asks us to take out our books and turn to page 35. We read a fun story and talk about it. I raise my hand to answer a question, and Mrs. Norris says, "Good job, Mason. That makes me happy." After English, we have math class. Today, we are learning about addition and subtraction. Mrs. Norris writes problems on the board, and we solve them in our notebooks. I love math because I enjoy working with numbers. My friend Justin sits next to me, and we help each other when we don't understand something. Next, it's time for science. Science is my favorite subject. Today, we are learning about planets. Mrs. Norris says, "Pluto is made of ice and rock." She asks Emily to repeat the fact, but Emily is not paying attention. She says, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear that." Mrs. Norris reminds us to listen carefully. Then Justin walks to the front of the class and points to Pluto on the big space poster. We all clap for him. After science, we go outside for recess. The bell rings, and we run to the playground. Some of my friends play soccer, while others swing on the swings. I play tag with Justin and Clara. We laugh and run around until the bell rings again. It's time to go back to class. Our last class before lunch is physical education, PE. The PE teacher tells us to do some exercises. We do jumping jacks, leg stretches and push-ups. Then we play a game of dodgeball. I try to run fast so I don't get hit. It's a lot of fun, but I feel very tired afterward. At 12:15, we have lunch in the cafeteria. I sit with my friends and eat my sandwich, an apple, and some juice. After lunch, we go outside again for a short break. Finally, we have math class again. Mrs. Norris gives us back our test results. I got a B+. My friend Kate got an A. She is very happy. Paul looks sad because he got a C. Mrs. Norris tells him, "Don't worry. If you study harder, your grades will get better." The school day is almost over. We pack our bags and say goodbye to our teacher. At 2 p.m., school ends, and I take the bus home. Today was a great day. I can't wait to come back tomorrow and learn more. School is so much fun. I love learning new things, playing with my friends, and talking to my teachers. Today, I learned about fables, planets, and math. I played dodgeball in PE and had a yummy lunch with my friends. Even though some lessons were hard, I tried my best. Mrs. Norris always says, never give up. Now it's time to go home. I wave goodbye to my friends and get on the bus. I can't wait for another exciting day at school tomorrow. Learning is an adventure, and every day is a new story. The end. Thank you for learning with The Anh English.